Ever wonder what an EGR valve does? It's a component often overlooked, yet it plays a vital role in your vehicle's overall health and environmental impact. Many drivers are unaware of its existence, let alone its function. EGR stands for exhaust gas recirculation. It's a system designed to manage and reduce harmful emissions from your car's engine. And it's all about reducing pollution and protecting your engine. The EGR system is a key player in minimizing your vehicle's carbon footprint and ensuring the longevity of your engine. The EGR valve recirculates a small amount of exhaust gas, taking a portion of the exhaust that would normally be expelled into the atmosphere back into the intake manifold, where it mixes with fresh air entering the engine. This process is crucial for controlling combustion, lowering combustion temperatures. By diluting the air-fuel mixture with inert exhaust gas, the peak temperatures inside the cylinders are significantly reduced. This helps cut down on harmful NOx emissions, which are a major contributor to smog and respiratory problems, and prevents engine knocking, a phenomenon where the air-fuel mixture ignites prematurely and uncontrollably, which can seriously damage your engine. Engine knocking can lead to piston damage, cylinder head issues, and ultimately, complete engine failure. Modern EGR systems include the valve, which precisely controls the amount of exhaust gas being recirculated, connecting pipes that route the exhaust gas from the exhaust manifold to the intake manifold, sometimes a cooler, to further reduce the temperature of the recirculated exhaust gas, enhancing its effectiveness, and sensors managed by your car's computer. These sensors provide feedback to the engine control unit, ECU, allowing it to fine-tune the EGR system's operation based on various factors. When working right, the EGR system operates seamlessly, contributing to optimal engine performance. The EGR system keeps your car running clean and efficient. It optimizes fuel combustion, leading to better gas mileage and reduced emissions. It's not just about passing emissions tests, although that's certainly a benefit. It's about engine health and performance. A properly functioning EGR system helps extend the life of your engine and ensures it runs smoothly for years to come. That little valve is a big deal for your car and the environment. So next time you're under the hood, remember the EGR valve and the important role it plays in keeping our air clean and your engine healthy. How do you know if your EGR valve is failing? Watch for a rough idle, engine stalling, or hesitation when accelerating. A stuck open valve can cause misfires and a shaky engine, while a stuck closed valve may lead to knocking or pinging sounds. The check engine light is a big clue. Codes like P0401 often point to EGR issues. You might also notice worse fuel economy or a strong exhaust smell. Ignoring these signs can lead to bigger engine problems and a failed emissions test. Suspect your EGR valve is causing issues with your vehicle's performance? Is your check engine light illuminated and you suspect the EGR valve might be the culprit? The first step is locating it. Pop the hood and look near the intake manifold. The intake manifold is where the engine draws in air, and the EGR valve is often situated nearby to recirculate exhaust gases. Take a good look around this area. You're looking for a small metal component with pipes running to and from it. These pipes connect the valve to both the exhaust and intake systems. It might be a bit grimy from exhaust gases, so don't expect it to be sparkling clean. There are two main types of EGR valves commonly found in vehicles, each operating on a different principle. The first is the vacuum-operated EGR valve, easily identifiable by the presence of a rubber hose connected to it. This hose is part of the engine's vacuum system. The second type is the electronic EGR valve, which instead of a vacuum hose, features a wiring connector that plugs directly into the valve. Vacuum valves use engine suction or vacuum to open and close the valve, allowing exhaust gases to recirculate. The amount of vacuum applied dictates how much the valve opens, while electronic ones use a small electric motor controlled directly by the car's engine control unit or computer. This allows for more precise control over EGR flow. Knowing your EGR valve type is absolutely key for proper diagnosis and repair. The troubleshooting steps differ significantly between the two. For vacuum valves, you'll need to focus on checking the condition of the vacuum hoses and the valve's diaphragm for leaks or damage. On the other hand, electronic ones require checking the wiring connections for corrosion or damage, and testing the motor's functionality with a multimeter. Keep in mind that some newer engines have fully integrated EGR systems that are not easily visible, but most EGR valves are relatively easy to spot and access. So, take a moment to carefully identify your valve type before you start any testing or attempt any repairs. This will save you time and prevent potential misdiagnosis. In most cases, it's usually a simple bolt-on part that you can reach with basic hand tools, making it a manageable DIY project for many car owners. EGR valves face constant heat and dirty exhaust, so failure is common. The main culprit? Carbon buildup. Soot and gunk can clog the valve or passages, making it stick open or closed. Electronic valves can fail if the internal motor or wiring burns out. Vacuum valves can fail if the diaphragm or hoses crack from heat. Always check wiring and hoses before replacing the valve. Sometimes a simple cleaning or hose replacement is all you need. Regular inspection can prevent bigger problems. Don't ignore early warning signs. Catching issues early saves money. Is your car's engine running rough, or are you experiencing poor fuel economy? One potential culprit could be a malfunctioning EGR valve. Before diving in, make sure the engine is completely cool to avoid any burns. Then, carefully remove the EGR valve. This usually involves unbolting it from the engine and disconnecting any vacuum lines or electrical connectors. Take your time and be gentle to avoid damaging any components. Once removed, give the EGR valve a thorough inspection, paying close attention to the valve itself and the surrounding passages. Look for heavy carbon buildup, which is a common issue that can prevent the valve from functioning correctly. Excessive carbon can restrict airflow and cause the valve to stick. For electronic valves, which are common in newer vehicles, the testing procedure involves a scan tool. Connect a scan tool to your car's OBD2 port and use it to command the EGR valve to open and close. This allows you to observe the valve's response and check for any irregularities. As the scan tool cycles the valve, watch for smooth and consistent movement. The valve should open and close without any hesitation or jerking. If the valve seems stuck, unresponsive, or exhibits erratic behavior during the scan tool test, it indicates a potential problem. Before condemning the valve, use a multimeter to check for proper voltage and ground at the electrical connector. This will help you rule out any wiring issues that may be preventing the valve from functioning correctly. For vacuum-operated valves, typically found in older vehicles, the testing method is slightly different. Connect a hand vacuum pump to the vacuum port on the EGR valve. Apply vacuum to the valve and observe the diaphragm movement. The diaphragm should move smoothly and hold vacuum without leaking. If the diaphragm doesn't move or leaks vacuum, the valve is likely faulty. If you find that the valve or the EGR passages are significantly clogged with carbon deposits, use a suitable solvent or carburetor cleaner to carefully clean them. Be sure to wear appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and eye protection, when working with cleaning solvents. While you're at it, don't forget to inspect the EGR ports in the intake manifold for any blockages. These ports can also become clogged with carbon, restricting airflow and affecting EGR system performance. Thoroughly cleaning both the EGR valve and the associated passages is essential for restoring proper EGR system function. This comprehensive approach ensures that you're addressing the root cause of the problem and maximizing the chances of a successful and lasting repair. Taking the time for a little inspection and maintenance now can save you from more extensive and costly repairs down the road. A properly functioning EGR system contributes to improved engine performance, fuel efficiency, and reduced emissions. Good news! Many EGR valve problems can be fixed with a thorough cleaning. Use carb or throttle body cleaner, a wire brush, and some picks to remove carbon buildup. If the electronic motor is dead or the vacuum diaphragm won't hold pressure, replacement is necessary. Aftermarket valves are affordable, but OEM parts can be pricey. Always use a new gasket when reinstalling, start with cleaning, and only replace if the valve is damaged or won't move freely. With a little effort, you can restore your EGR system and keep your engine running smoothly.